All right, I'm here with Ryan, one of our GMs, our long-term GMs, one of the better assets that we have in our company, and he's been really vocal, positive and negatively, about the CML over the years. So Ryan, let's start with the positive stuff. When is it that you're just really happy that you have the CML and you're not having to bake?
Every day, honestly. It does help a lot. The quantity of donuts that we can get from them is really good. Being a small store, I don't have room to have a lot of JBOD on hand, so the more they can supply us, the easier it is for us.
Perfect. So now let's talk about the challenges that they have. So give us an example of a day where they just are not on par. How does it affect your day?
Again, because I'm a smaller store, when we don't get items, we don't have everything on hand, so if we're missing donuts, it's more donuts that we have to make. It costs us more time, more labor, more service when we don't have product.
So what's more frustrating to you, getting a late delivery or getting a delivery that is, let's say, subpar on the finishing?
I, knock on wood, have never had a late delivery. I would say for me it's more, the issue is more if we're missing product, if the product is not like super good quality or super, it doesn't really affect me. I'm still gonna sell it.
Right.
It just doesn't look as good. It's not as appetizing. When the thing that hurts me the most again is when we're missing items or we're not making production items because of whatever reason, and then they leave it on us to kind of pick up the slack.
Okay, great. Appreciate you, Ryan.
Thank you.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Scarlett. I'm a GM at the Dunkin' Donuts on Rural and Baseline.
So tell us, we're curious, the CML, what are your positive and let's not say negative, but needing improvements that you have for the CML?
Well, definitely we'll start with the positive. It's really, really nice when we get a lot, like all the donuts that we do purchase. It's nice to have a good steady day. I know when it's good for them, it's good for us, and then we can carry it on throughout the day. But I also know when they do have problems, it sets like a domino effect basically. So when they have an issue, we have an issue. Sometimes, yes, we can fix it, but I would say that sometimes if we don't have the product in the freezer, then it is kind of tough for us to sell that to the customers. But I mean, it's definitely good when things are good.
So when they show up late, how does it affect you?
When they show up late,
yeah.
It kind of sets us back because we're kind of, after we make our bagels and muffins and coffees, things like that, we're just kind of at that moment, okay, do we need to go in the freezer and pull and make, all these essential donuts, the ones that we sell the most. But I mean, if they come late, it just kind of, the case looks empty and it looks kind of bad.
Got it. And how about on positive note, when are you really happy that you have the CML?
I'm happy when I have it on our heavy days, on the weekends, definitely. Especially if we have a huge catering order or Halloween, Valentine's Day, those big specialty events for us. So that's when it's really, really good.
Thank you very much, Scar.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Barbara and Richard. They are district managers for us, and they are our top shelf district managers in the company. And not only have they district managers, but they've also been at the store level. So they know the good and the bad, or the wells and betters, we can call them, that's coming out of the CML. So I'm going to ask them a few questions and just let them tell you about it. So let's start with the positives. Tell me why you are grateful for the CML.
Currently, I would say staffing hasn't been that easy, so they've been a lifesaver. I mean, I also have full JBOD stores, so having them has been a true blessing just for that reason. I mean, knowing that we're going to have product there is important.
And I started before the CML, so I know how horrible it used to be, so I'm pretty grateful just for that.
So tell me, on a good day, a life of a GM when it comes to walking into the store and seeing their product? What should they be seeing?
Consistent product.
Yes, definitely.
Explain. Consistent in what's the
Size, shape, weight, appearance, glossiness of frosting, all kinds of things.
okay?
It is a challenge in Arizona. You know, we have the whole humidity aspect, so it's challenging for sure, but it's been good.
Quality. I think it really, all of those things kind of just hit the quality, consistency and quality.
Now the betters scenario. Tell us some of the struggles that you have seen out in the stores.
QC for sure. I think there's a gap there. So whether it be missing product or incorrect product, or product that may be counted as 1 unit but is actually like 0.1 of a unit instead. So things like that.
How does it affect the overall day of a GM when they walk in and they see their order late, or maybe a rack had fallen off of the truck and nobody said anything about it? How does it affect the day?
Well, I mean, it affects the entire day, really, because it starts with, that's how your day is going to start. You expect that it's there, you prepare that it's going to be there, and then you have to pull frozen product. It's not always easy to fill and frost and finish frozen product. So it puts you back. It's a setback.
And when those things happen, there's a fairly short window for requesting credits in a given day, and a lot of times if you're missing that product and are scrambling to make it, you're going to miss your deadline to submit the credit.
You will forget.
Very good. So if you were running the CML, what 2 things would you implement? Whether it's from communication, ordering, credits, what would you change?
The quality control piece, for sure. I think I'm sure they have people for that now, but maybe, I wouldn't say different people, but maybe a different process.
Okay.
Something that can ensure that it goes out correctly.
Yeah.
I will say, though, from the transportation aspect, that has been much, much better lately. I, being in the far Northwest Valley, have used to suffer from very late orders all the time, almost on a daily basis. But even with the staffing, as horrible as it is, it has been very good lately.
And last question. For your district, just a ballpark figure, what is your donut percentage of all the things you sell?
Mine is 28 to 42%.
Wow,
donuts.
big. Tucson?
Same. Yeah, because we have a high donut mix there in Tucson as well.
Same.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.